Doug Opheim is here with me. He's the Chief Financial Officer of RSM. He's also Chairman of the Foundation. Great to see you, my friend.
Great to see you.
Now, what we were just watching with Jay Monahan, again, is a reflection of the way that the tour embraces the world of golf, if you please, embraces the RSM Classic. You've been here from the very beginning and before it. When you look at the arc of this event's success, does it still make you shake your head and go, geez, I can't believe the way it connects?
Unbelievable. You know, when we first got into this program, it was really about the brand, really to get our name out in the communities with of the RSM Classic. But the reality, the stewardship element has been personally one of the most gratifying parts of it. You know, yesterday we did the charity putting contest, and you know, we announced what we had raised through our Power of Love campaign. And it's just absolutely amazing, all the difference we're making as a result of this tour.
Yeah, we're not trying to be vague with you with what that amount is. I will tell you it was a record amount and it was stunning. But the official announcement will be happening today. We'll have it for you on Golf Channel with Bill Gorman at around 1 p.m. this afternoon Eastern time, and I'm sure that you guys will be as amazed and wide-eyed as everybody was yesterday when we had a chance to share that with kind of a small audience. Because the Jets were talking about the putting contest, and you were out there as one of the captains of a team and the scorekeepers officially, and you'd expect RSM executives to be the scorekeepers, rightfully so. That's just one more example of so many things that you guys do here that just is right.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts of the week. You know, without a doubt, we partner with the Boys and Girls Club and Special Olympics, and we have a pro. The two members of those charities also putt. We keep score. We coach. We help them, and it's just an absolutely great time.
The fact that you're chairman of the foundation and we're talking about the record amount of money, well over $30 million that this event has raised for charity. Doug, one of the things that's so amazing to me is that you guys have found a structure through the Power of Love that the money that we're talking about benefits not only here in the Golden Isles, but it benefits back to your individual offices and touches lives in the communities in which you do your business. Could you talk to us about the foundation's vision for all of that and how it was and why it is going so well with all of your associates?
You know, what makes it a success, it is really a local program with a national overlay, I call it. You know, the local offices select their local charities that are aligned with the foundation's mission, which is really support of youth in becoming better middle market leaders. So they pick the charities, they do their activities for the fundraising. The foundation comes with a national matching program, and together it's just been an incredibly successful program.
Talking about together, the fact that you just used that word, which I think is apropos right now, because together we're talking about the PGA Tour, we're talking about RSM, we're talking about Davis Love and his foundation, and we're talking about the Sea Island Resort too. I could go on that list because there's a synergy between so many different elements where it seems like you guys share a common vision. You know,
Davis started it, their foundation started it, and I think he said yesterday that their first year was $75,000. And he said, Bill Gorman, who got involved, and all of us got involved and said, you know, we can do a lot better if we harness the power of RSM. And I think our first year, maybe 7 years ago, was $250,000. Today we will announce millions of dollars raised this year, and it'll be well over $35 million in the last 6 or 7 years that we've had this event. So it's amazing when you get together, make a difference. And again, let's not forget, we're making a lot of difference in individual lives.
There's no doubt about that. There's absolutely, I mean, you can't go to one of the evening events and hear one of the speakers. Every single evening, you're literally fighting back the tears because of the stories that you're hearing, because of the impact that everybody's making with this event. Now, last night, Andy Bossman told me some inside information about you with two putters or something. It was very bizarre. I couldn't get all the details. Do you care to share with the world what he's talking about?
Oh, I'd be glad to, because it's a well-renowned system. But I carry two putters. It's a system. I carry two putters. I have this putter. I started golfing probably in 5th grade. I have this. It's a heavy putter. I call it the long putter. But I've used that for well over 50 years.
Do you anchor it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's a regular, but I use it off the green, so I'll be anywhere from within 55 yards. I will putt. Provided there's not a trap.
Texas wedge.
Texas wedge, yeah. If there's a trap in front of me, I found it hard to putt through the trap. But if there's open grass in front of me, I will do the long putter And if I get it close and one putt from there, Andy has referred to it as a Dougie. So if it's a Dougie, that is a long putter and a one putt for you, hopefully a par. Many times a bogey or a double bogey, but it's referred to as a Dougie, and it's pretty well renowned within the firm, and it's now getting renowned on the Classic. Zach was impressed.
Zach was impressed. I'm sure.
Not really, but I'd like to think so.
The heavy putter that you're using, is it an old putter, or did you add lead weight to it?
It's very interesting. Played with Jim Furyk a few years ago, and the Dougie was working that day. And about the fifth hole, he goes, "Let me see that thing." And he held it, and he goes, "Wow, this is really feels good." And he goes, "This was made by T.P. Mills, I believe. I don't know, but he said this was."
I think he's a contemporary of old Tom Morris.
It might have been. He said this was ping before ping. So he says this was the famous putter back then in the day. So it was very funny. His caddy, is it Fluff or yes?
Then yeah.
Said, you're the only guy in my 50 years of caddying that has been between clubs on the green. So I'm famous. I'm getting well renowned with the Dougie.
So just so I understand the system, as you put it, the Dougie system. When you get within how many feet do you switch to your other putter, and is the other putter also of a classic variety, or do you?
No, it is a very. We gave out putters a couple of years ago. It's red. I don't know. Andy could tell me what it was, but it's a new putter. Yes.
So the shorter length putters aren't putters that are granted any type of loyalty.
No,
yeah. Dom just said in my headset, it's red. There you go. That's a technical. There's another thing we were discussing when we had a chance to sit together at dinner last night for a few moments. And amongst these philanthropic efforts that everybody at RSM seemingly is involved in, and there's this enthusiasm through the entire firm, you have a pretty unique one where you have this dinner with the CFO. You want to tell the world about what is that okay if I tell them about that?
Yeah, we raised millions of dollars through the Birdies for Love campaign, and the local office, local partners, local people determine what they're going to do. And I love cooking, I love entertaining, and I do a dinner with Doug. And the dinner is we have a condo downtown. It's a dinner for 10. It's $750. So 10 people.
Very
can come.
Reasonable.
And then we have one at the house that usually goes for about $250 a couple. A sit-down dinner for 10. I cook for. And this last year, I think we raised over $7,000 just with multiple dinners with Doug. So.
And word is, because we contacted a few of those people, they said it's essentially mac and cheese.
Well, no, it's not. It's a little more than that. The wine they get is pretty nice, and the many times they go,
it's wine and mac and cheese.
Yes,
How
wine
bad
and
could
mac
it
and
be?
cheese. I just say don't get used to the drinking this wine that you're drinking, because I'm afraid it's probably not in your budget. So that's a very, very, very nice program.
That is awesome. What do you make in all seriousness? What's your favorite? What's your go-to?
Well, you get three choices. We can do an Italian night. We can do an interactive where they help make the pasta. We can do a paella night, which is a Spanish rice dish, or we could do a steak and seafood. But many times it's a lobster mac and cheese, which is what you hear is kind of what everybody wants, is what I make, lobster mac and cheese.
Wow, all of that sounds good. I was only kidding with the mac and cheese. You throw the lobster.
Oh, you throw the lobster, yes.
The whole scenario. But, we're at our RSM event. So in terms of full disclosure and the auditing and the math, Doug, the math's not adding up for me. For $750 with the wine that you're giving them and the quality of the dinner that you're giving them, it sounds to me like you're digging in your pocket to make most of this thing happen.
You're the first one to figure that out. Yes,
no,
but yes, it is. I'm not sure personally. It's an expensive night. I want to make sure that they get their contribution. But yes, it's an expensive night, but it's also fun. It's a good chance I meet a lot of people that I don't normally meet in my day-to-day work. So when they come to the condo, they're very relaxed and they know how to enjoy themselves, and we have a great time.
All right. Well, we're on the air around the world right now. Give me your mobile phone because people want to call you.
You're invited anytime, Matt.
We'll see you out at the chalet in just a little while today. We're looking forward to catching the live action as it gets underway. Impressive with what you have done always, my friend.
Always a pleasure.
To have you here.
Pleasure. Thank you
so much.